Welcome to the Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly podcast, your no-nonsense guide to the markets. Subscribe, join the community, and get ready to dive into real talk and real market insights. Let's get started.
Welcome everyone, I'm Stephen Kalayjian, and welcome to the Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. We saw gold caboose today, hitting the high of 37.15. Gold closed down 45 off the highs. We saw the Russell acting poorly amongst the other total of the other three ETFs. The Russell down 0.66. We had the jobs revision number. Market didn't like it at first. S&P futures were in a tight range, 64.90 to 65.26, closing here at 65.23. Again, I wouldn't be long here with your money. All right, the Qs, the Nasdaq up about 0.25%. S&P is up 0.25%. The Dow is up about 0.35%. UNH up 8%. That's carried a lot of weight in the Dow. We saw SMCI up 8%. We saw HIMS down over 3%. Big sell reversals, beautiful patterns on the 15 and 30-minute time frames. Nothing but sell divergences today on the index futures on every new high. We got the push up at around 350 up to 65.26, and then they got cabooshed about 8 to 10 points and then rallied here. We saw Avago, unbelievable. Avago in the pre-market, I was shorting Avago above 51, 351. Avago reverses to sell on the 30 and the 60-minute time frame. Avago down on the day over 9% and down 9 points at 2.6%. We saw Apple reversing to sell on the 15, the 30, and the 60-minute time frame. So Avago and Apple very weak here today. We saw Palantir very strong, up 3.9%, almost up 4%. Tesla practically unchanged on Tesla. SMCI, like I said, really strong, great patterns in SMCI, especially when the MACDs are crossing up from below the pivot. Great patterns on SMCI, especially when the 60-minute time frame reverses to buy, when the MACDs are crossing positive from below the pivot. We saw Bitcoin down about less than 0.75%. The 60-minute time frames reversed to sell, and that was it around noon. Bitcoin, the highs were in for the day. Bitcoin was trading above the 113 level and got absolutely cabooshed. And then we got the big sell reversals, and that was that. We saw here Apple, NVDA reverse to buy on the 15-minute time frame at 3 o'clock. Beautiful pullback on the 5-minute. NVIDIA rallied about 80-90 cents at the end of the day. Again, this is something that I want to show you these patterns and how powerful these patterns are. AMD up about 3.9% on AMD. I'll show you that one as well. So again, let's just start here. We'll start with AMD. We saw AMD here reverse to buy. And this is the daily. It's really deeply oversold. Here's the 30-minute AMD today. You can see here AMD reversing to buy. And then we got the pullback on the 15 right here. And then again, you can see the beautiful pattern on the 60-minute time frame. AMD reversing to buy on the 60. And then you got the 15-minute pullback right here. But this pattern right here on the buy disconnect, beautiful pattern on AMD. I forgot to mention Coinbase, very, very strong on Coinbase. Coinbase up 5.5%, 5.3%. Once Coinbase reversed to buy here on a 60-minute time frame, MACD's positive from below. ADXs are rising. Look at the yellow dots into the blue on the 60. Look at the yellow dots here again on the 30-minute. We had this one nice, beautiful pullback on the 15 on Coinbase, 309.70, and you can see them push up here about $3.50, $4. Great long on Coinbase. Now for tomorrow, we'll probably look for pullbacks on the 15 and 30-minute time frames on Coinbase here. Meta up 14 at 1.7%. This was NVIDIA. Wow, NVIDIA is exploding after hours here. If you look at NVIDIA here, right back up, NVDA. If you look at I can't type. Let me just do this again. This trace NVDA. If you look at NVIDIA, you can see that the 15-minute time frame reversed to buy right here, correlating with the 30 and the 60-minute time frame. And then here's the pullback on the 5 on NVIDIA, 169.85. The first pullback getting late. Positive MACD, rising ADX, all 3 time frames aligned. And guess what? Boom. That's all we need to know. And basically, that was a great long. Now you can see NVIDIA is trading up here, as is the S&P futures, pushing up, nearing the highs here again. The Qs at the end of the day, the QQQs reversed to buy here, right around the 3:30 time frame, and then you got the pullback here on the Qs, 579.67, 569.70. And then you can see the blip up here of about $1. Again, the 15s reversing the buy with the MACD above the pivot. You take the short, you wait for the pullback, and that's exactly, and then the push up. So now the Qs are in buy mode going into tomorrow here. Tomorrow, and I'll get into what I expect for tomorrow. So we had a Vago reversing to sell here on the 60-minute time frame, the 30. Here's the 60. Here's the 30 reversing to sell. You can see the push up here in the Vago. This was the short I had early in the morning above 50.95. You can see 50.90, 50.80. You can see a Vago pushing up to new highs. The MACDs cannot confirm here. Okay, could not confirm on the 15. Look at this, is an absolute Picasso. So please pay attention to this. You can see here Vago, when it gapped up, it did not make a new high here on the 30 or on the 15. And let's look at the 60, because you can see right here, the 60 could not make a new high, and Vago ultimately reverses to sell on the 60. And what do you look to do? You short the first. Look at this little bear flag at 115, 340, and Vago never looked back here. It dropped about $3.50. Beautiful pattern on Vago. SMCI had the complete opposite. SMCI pushed up to new highs on the close. You can see here the pullback. The 60 reversing the buy, the ADX rising, beautiful pullback. I told everyone, look to buy this pullback under 42.10, 42.05. The low is 41.96 of SMCI. If you just count, ran about anywhere from 50 to 80 cents on the upside. Beautiful, beautiful pattern there on SMCI. Looking at the S&P futures, all the new highs were running into a brick wall. You can see the 60-minute time frame, the MACDs, the non-confirm here. Again, taking out the new highs. If you look here on the 30-minute, MACDs could not confirm the highs here, right here. And then if you look at the spiders right here on the bigger time frame, you can see if you take your horizontal line here, I'm going to make it smaller, you can see taken from this point of high that we're making new highs here. Okay, the spiders, that was a couple of days ago, but you made new highs here, and the MACDs cannot confirm the high from this pivot point right here. So if you draw your horizontal line, you can see here that the MACDs did not make new highs, and that's on the 30-minute. You can see also if you look at the 60-minute time frame, the MACDs did not confirm the high here as well. So if you draw your horizontal line, you can see right there the MACDs are not confirming here. All right, looks like NVIDIA is up about almost $3 in the post-market here. And then basically that's really what I was looking at here. I said yesterday I'd be looking for any push-up to fade the market, and that's exactly what happened early. And then look for pullbacks off the 30 and the 60-minute time frames, and that was exactly what happened. We got the pullback on the 60-minute time frame, and that's exactly what happened as I expected. Tesla, of course, great stock to trade today. Look at Tesla pushing up here on the new highs. You can see Tesla right here on the new high. The MACD did not confirm the high on the 60, on the 15-minute, and look at the 30-minute. Could not confirm the highs here today on the new high. We were shorting. I said, look to short Tesla above 350 and a half. The high is 350.77. Tesla, where's it going? Nowhere. Okay. And then you got the bounce here on Tesla after you got the the sell disconnect here. This was a great short at 12.15 above the 348 level. Tesla absolutely cabooshed about $2.50. The best, one of the best, one of the best patterns of the day is the gold. Gold got absolutely hammered here. We were shorting gold all day on every new high. Number one, because of the distance from the price from the 10 bar, you can see right here that at one point gold trading above the 338. This was 18, this number. The standard deviation is 5. But when you look at the GLDs, you can see here that the 30-minute reversed to sell right here. But when you were making new highs, the MACDs could not confirm the high here, okay? The MACDs could not confirm the high on the 30-minute. The MACDs couldn't confirm the highs on the 15. And if you look at the 60-minute time frame, well, the MACDs could not confirm on the 60. So there were nothing but major sell divergences. When the jobs revision came out and the S&Ps pushed up, good Lord God, boom, short them. Nothing. It was an unbelievable short. And we blinked and they were dropping 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 15, 20 points. Ultimately, again, gold's extremely overbought here. But when you have 3 negative sell divergences here, it's really only has one place to go but down. So again, I think gold's going to pull in rather sharply here, especially if the 60-minute time frames reverse to sell tomorrow, 333.72. And again, if you look here after the gold reversed to sell, well, what do you look to do? You short the first bounce on the 15s. We were shorting gold at the price of 36.88 was the price. If you look here, I'll bring up the gold futures. Here. I said look to short gold 36.88, and that was it right here. Where is the gold? Right here, 36.88. You can see here 88 and a halves. This is the first bounce on the 15-minute time frame after the 30-minute reverse to sell. You got the negative MACDs on the 15, 30, and 60-minute time frame on the GLDs, and gold absolutely nowhere to go but down. So you had the GLDs on the new high, the non-confirmations on the 15, the 30, and the 60. Then once the 30s reversed, you had the first bounce on the 15-minute time frame. Monster short there on gold on the 15. You can see the price action here, the GLDs, the gold 36.88 and a half, got down 8 and just kept on drifting lower. Look at that. Beautiful short on gold. Even if you caught $6 to $7, $8 on that pattern, it was a phenomenal pattern. Okay. All right. When I get back, I'll tell you what I expect for tomorrow. So tomorrow we have the 8:30 PPI number. Again, obviously gold index futures are going to play a big part here in the moment as far as what to expect here. However, with that being said, again, any rallies in gold, I'm a short seller based upon the deviation from the price to the 10 bar moving average. S&P futures, I'm just think the market's on borrowed time. These gaps below the market will get filled, and I would not be long with your money here. Again, for me, I think it's just being in cash and waiting for the opportunity doesn't suck, right? Again, for me, I think the importance here is I could look at my charts here. Yes, we're bullish on the spiders on the 15, 30, and hourly, bullish on the Dow, 15, 30, and hourly. On indicator 4, the Qs, I'm bullish on the 15, 30, and hourly as well. But tomorrow, guess what? 8:30, all this can change. If they rally and they push up to new highs here and they explode to 61.50, 61.60, 70, I say let them have them. And then I think you're going to look for pullbacks here. Again, I think the market is very well overextended. The weeklies are non-confirming. The dailies aren't confirming the highs. And I believe the monthlies are not confirming the highs. So I think the market is just ready for some type of a fall here. And I do believe even if he cuts a quarter point of interest rates, guess what? Boom. I think that's going to be a catalyst that the market could sell off because the market's already expecting it. All right. When I get back, I will tell you what I'm going to be doing tonight. All right. So last night we hit it off. I did a live Asian opening, Tokyo opening, from 8 to 10, and it was a monster turnout. People all around the world, from South Korea, Indonesia, Singapore, here in the States, all over the world. And one of the greatest joys, we were trading gold and the S&P's rally, S&P and NASDAQ had some nice moves off the bigger time frames, but gold was very, very active. Gold was very, very active. And again, tomorrow being the PPI number, and then Thursday, the CPI number, I think you're going to see a lot of volatility in gold in the next few days. But it was a great, I think I had north of 20 plus thousand people watching the stream on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and X. I believe it was on X. But again, I'm going to be doing this every single night this week till Thursday, and then next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday as well. And it's sponsored by My Funded Futures. So again, I'm really super excited. I love to meet so many new people from around the world. We didn't have one losing trade in the night session, and I'm just very honored and blessed, and I hope you can join me. Again, go to YouTube at My Funded Futures, and you can check out the link there to join us. Again, it's free. Okay. If you're part of my community, you get the link in the Discord, and I hope to see you here tonight. Okay. Right now, I'm going to go home, relax a little bit because I have a long night ahead of me, and it was a great honor to do it last night, and super excited. Okay. With that being said, thank you for joining me tonight on the Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. Please hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. If you'd like to join my community of traders from all around the world, please join me here at sktrading.live. You'd be part of my member community. You can talk to me, ask me questions. You can get my chart overlay. You get my live stream. You're able to see the trades as I'm trading them. And again, also, if you'd like to follow me on social media, please follow me at official Stephen Kalayjian on X, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And again, please join me tonight. It's a great session. So many people from around the world. I expect even a bigger audience tonight. With that being said, thank you very, very much. God bless you. Enjoy your family. Enjoy every second that life gives you. Smile, laugh, and most of all, God bless the United States of America. Be well. See you tonight.
Thanks for tuning in to the Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly podcast, your no-nonsense guide to the markets. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe at sktrading.live. We'd love for you to rate, review, and join our community for more real talk and market insights. Until next time, keep trading and stay sharp.